Every chapter in Fortnite so far has had some goated seasons, and today that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be picking the best season from each chapter based on performance and a little bit of personal opinion from me. Keep in mind, these are not my favorite seasons from each chapter, they are what I believe are the best seasons. But if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll do my favorite season from each chapter. Like the video if you want to see that. Anyways, this is going to be a fun video. But before we get into the video, just want to say, be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe. You guys are absolutely insane. Just hit 4,000 subscribers recently. Absolutely insane work from you guys. Just keep it going. I love all y'all so much. Just be sure to join the Discord. Link will be in the top of the description. Also, be sure to turn the bell icon on so that way you're notified when I'm live. I'll be streaming a lot more this November when Season OG comes out, so definitely do that. And be sure to use code Brivy in the item shop whenever you're purchasing absolutely anything. Enjoy the video. Chapter 1, Season 4. While this season might not be a lot of people's favorite, I think I have to call it the best. This was prime Fortnite. This and Season 3. I could make an argument for both, but I'm picking Season 4 just because I think it was more revolutionary at the time and it had more fun stuff. Season 4 was a fantastic season. In fact, I can't think of a single bad thing about this season. It's virtually perfect. I mean, great weapon meta, fantastic battle pass, the map was amazing. This is when they started coming out with different movement items. I think Playground Mode was introduced this season as well. The storyline was just beginning. It was just phenomenal. And everyone was playing. And I mean everyone. Fortnite had seen an explosion in popularity before this season, but it was like a nuclear explosion this season. The game was just so addicting and it was getting so many views across Twitch, YouTube, and probably other media platforms as well. We'll talk about a couple notable things right quick. Obviously, Dusty Depot turned into Dusty Divot because of the meteor, and all the little hop rocks appeared, which would give you low gravity. They paired super well with like a bouncer or a jetpack, which by the way were also introduced this season. Shopping carts were added this season as the first official vehicle. Stink bombs were added, dual pistols, the drum gun, all really cool adds. Also, we got the Infinity Gauntlet LTM, which was fantastic, and it also pioneered a lot more Marvel collabs, even in our present day today. Oh, Playground Mode. You load into the Fortnite map, either by yourself, with friends, or with just random people, and you do whatever you want. Man, I miss Playground Mode. And I mean, Playground eventually segued into Creative Mode, which, I mean, we still all use today. It's huge. This was just a fantastic season, and it pioneered so much, so I had to put it as the best. Next, we got Chapter 2, Season 2. Now, this was a really tough decision between Season 2 and Season 4. While Season 2 was a fantastic season, there were some big problems with it. I think Season 4 overall had less issues, but I don't think that I can, in good faith, deem a Marvel-themed season as the best. I mean, what if you hate Marvel? Then you're just kind of out of luck. So there's some clarification on why I picked Season 2 over Season 4. Season 2 was a fantastic season, and according to my viewers, it's actually the best season of all time. I can see why y'all think that. The Secret Agent theme works fantastically with Fortnite and its style. The Battle Pass was fantastic, one of the best of all time. Still to this day, so many iconic characters that lived in the lore for so long. The map was great with the new 5 mythic POIs, and also because it's the Chapter 2 map, which was really good in my opinion. The mythics really transformed how you play the game. Honestly, this was probably the most drastic gameplay shift at the time. It was still Fortnite, but it was so different. And the weapon meta was also fantastic. This is kind of why it was still Fortnite. Classic weapons, pump, tac, heavy sniper, scar, regular SMG, just chef's kiss, moi. Also, we had a crazy event at the end with the whole map flooding thing, and the zone was literally water for a couple days. It was really weird. The mechanics were like super broken, I remember, for the water zones. Just a crazy season, but there were a couple issues. This season was way too long. Even with the amount of content that we had this season, it was still too long, which just goes to show how long it actually went for. 119 days. That's almost 4 months. That is way too long. Also, the mythic weapons in combination with aim assist being buffed was absolutely disgusting. It was only really a problem in competitive, but this was a weird season for competitive anyway, so I'm not going to be too aggressive with that critique. Other than that, though, fantastic season. Great movement with the choppas and the crash pads. Obviously, all the mythics were super fun to use if you could get them. And landing at the POIs was such a fun chaos that I can't even really describe. One of the best seasons ever. And I would say take me back, but we're about to get to relive it in like a month. Woo! Then we got Chapter 3, Season 1. As much as it pains me, I think this is the best season in Chapter 3. Wow, you know what? This is making me realize that I think Chapter 3 was just the worst chapter for individual seasons. But anyway, I think Season 1 is the best overall season. The map was good. Nothing phenomenal, I would say, but it was good, fun. It was fun. It got boring pretty quick for me, if I remember right, but I mean, that's okay. It happens. Fantastic job with the Spider-Man collab, which produced the Spider-Man Mythic, which is the best movement item that's ever touched the game. So great job, Epic. Also, the Battle Pass was really good this season. I gotta give it credit where credit's due. There are a bunch of cool new mechanics and items introduced this season. Sliding was introduced. Med Mist. I really like Med Mist for some reason. Shield Keg, I think, was this season, which I also really liked. Tents were new this season. You could store items in them, carry them over to different games. Also, they would heal you. Tilted Towers came back this season due to popular demand, so love to see that. Also, we got Covert Cavern, which is a pretty cool POI. Eventually turned into Rave Cave, which I really love. And also Winterfest was pretty cool this season. Now, let's talk about some issues. The weapon meta in its entirety. Absolute disease fest. Shotguns were absolutely garbage. The Stinger SMG was way too good. And the MK was also way too good. As much as I love the MK, it was too good. But to be honest, I can't even deduct that many points for that because every weapon meta in Chapter 3 was garbage in its own way. They were all terrible in some way or another. But this season was like downright unplayable. For me, it was downright unplayable for me. Let me explain something. Back in this season, I played on 60 ping, and zero build didn't exist yet. So, as you can imagine with the fast-firing weapons in this meta, almost every bullet would get through my builds. It's a personal problem. I can't deny that. You can call me a crybaby if you want, but just know that's why I look at this season the way I do. But with that being said, I still think it's the best of Chapter 3. So, moving on. Chapter 4, Season 2. Much like Chapter 2, this was also a tough decision between Seasons 2 and 4, but I've decided to go with Season 2 just because it's more original, and also I barely played Season 4. I was really burnt out from Wilds, so I'm less qualified to talk about Season 4. Fun fact, I actually did not like Chapter 4 Season 2 at the time, but that's just because I was getting into competitive. Competitive was kind of booty in Chapter 4, so I'm not going to hold that against the season. Looking back, this was a cool season. Mega City was awesome. It took me a while to come around to it, but it was really cool. And the whole biome around it was pretty cool as well. Again, took me a while to come around to that, but it was cool. Battle Pass was probably the best of Chapter 4, but I mean, that ain't saying much. Weapon meta as a whole was pretty good, except for a couple things, which I'll discuss in a second. First, let's talk shotguns. Havoc Pump. This is a better version of the classic pump, and the mythic one hit for 200, so really good job by Epic. Havoc Suppressed AR. I really like this gun. I don't know why. It's not that good. It's really not. I just like it a lot for some reason. The Loot Island came into the game for the first time. This was the first season it was introduced, and you could get mythics from it. There was a vault in it. Grind rails were cool. Drifting was cool in the cars. And there was apparently a Star Wars event this season, which I don't remember at all. So let me know in the comments how that was. I literally don't remember it. The Attack on Titan collab, meh. I've never seen it, so I don't have any personal connection to it. And it also brought some problems to the weapon meta, which I'll talk about now. So the first problem, since we're on Attack on Titan, the ODM gear, it was really stupid and competitive. I mean, that was just competitive. Also, the blade was also kind of stupid and competitive. Slurp juices, oh my goodness, they were so broken this season. They healed you so fast, and they healed both health and shield at the same time. They were really disgusting for competitive. But I'm talking about competitive a lot. For casual players, all these things were probably pretty cool. And I actually like the kinetic blade, even though it was broken and competitive. I like it as a movement item. I don't like that you can attack with it, and the attack is actually really good. Also, ranked was introduced this season, so that really sucked. I remember that was not taken well by everybody, and I think that's when they took Siphon out. So yeah, that was pretty bad. Overall, this was a pretty cool season. I just don't have the fondest memories of it due to my own personal experience. But I mean, that's my fault. But I do think it's the best season of the chapter. And last but not least, we got Chapter 5, Season 4. Now, I know I said before that I don't think I could allow a Marvel-themed season to be deemed the best, but that was in comparison to all the other Chapter 2 seasons. When it comes to Chapter 5, I think I can make an exception. I know the season's not over yet, but I highly doubt that it'll get worse. I mean, there's not much left of this season. We've seen mostly everything, and Fortnitemares this year is pretty good, so I'm okay with putting this season as the best prematurely. The battle pass is really good, again, just like the first Marvel season. The weapon meta is pretty good. I like the Sovereign shotgun. The new Striker burst is pretty good, and the Monarch pistol is very good. The medallions are pretty good this season, except Mysterio's. That thing is still garbage even after all this time. Map changes at the start were pretty good. I really like Castle Doom. Doomstat and Doom's Courtyard are aight. They're not great, but I mean, they're fine. And the raft is pretty cool when there isn't 20 people there. At the beginning of the season, I wish they would have added some different biome variety, but the Fortnitemares update did exactly that. It changed the underworld biome into like a Mario Bros. World 8 type situation. I'm not sure why. I mean, really, they just changed the color of the water, but I like it. It's something different. Freaky Fields. I've been fiending for a farm POI, and we finally got one. I love that you can hide in the scarecrows there. It is so funny. And the chainsaw, I absolutely love it. Fantastic mobility item. I can see where it might be broken because it does 75 damage, I think. Also, other things, the Doom Island thing, that was pretty cool. I think it was cool that it spawned like really rarely. I wish they would have made it spawn a little bit more often. I think that was a cool idea. I never actually got to use it, so I don't know how good it was, but I mean, I've seen clips of it and it looked pretty freaking good. Overall, this has been a good season. Nothing like crazy or fantastic, but it's a nice breather after the other Chapter 5 seasons, so it's number 1 on my list. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys for all the support. It's been absolutely insane these past couple weeks, so you guys just keep it going. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much. Just be sure to like. I think I already said that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to use code Brivy in the item shop. Turn on the bell icon so they're notified when I'm live. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. I will see you in the next one.